Today we'll be using the Custom Splattershot Jr, the second kit of the Splattershot Jr. If it's not obvious enough, coming with Torpedo, a very interesting sub-weapon that can let you poke at long ranges. A little bit different though compared to Splat Bombs, as it's not lethal, but it can be shot down, so it gives the players an option to say, hey, do I want to have my feet covered in a bunch of paint, or do I want to shoot this thing down and waste some of my bullets? More effective against stuff like chargers and splatlings, but it can still be a nice little option if you are fighting other shorter ranged weapons. For your special weapon, you'll be having the Wave Breaker. Not terribly amazing for the Junior by itself unless you are getting in close, which I guess technically you will be. But I think you can tell that this kit really is for a lot of location. Not only does the Wave Breaker mark whenever it hits a wave, but it also now, after the buff it got a few months back, can mark people as soon as it hits the ground, which is pretty nice. I'm not particularly great with this kit. I do like the original one better, but this one isn't terrible. Again, I'm just not used to it and I don't use it very often. Either way, the goal is 3 wins, and if we get 3 in a row without any losses, we'll go for a 4th win. I'll see you in the first match. Alright, so match number 1. We're definitely dealing with a more balanced team on the enemy side, so I think we'll be fine. The only real painting weapon they have is their, what's it called? The Dreadringer. So we should be fine to just kind of be able to pressure them like that. And it's also going to be nice to have, maybe not dying that quickly, but it will be nice to be able to just poke with our torpedoes if we can get set up. All right, looks like the Tri-Slosher is actually trying to push here. I think I want to just go ahead and try to charge a Wave Breaker and maybe get that off at some point. All right, we'll trade with that. I'm fine with that because there's not really any support weapons on their team. I guess technically the Splattershot Pro counts as that, but they're all decently aggressive, so getting rid of some of their aggressive power is going to be nice. We'll go ahead and try to charge another Wave Breaker up. We are dying a little too often. All right. Take out the Junior. I'm just gonna move this way. Don't really know what's happening here. Need to get some information before I try to move in. We actually got a kill somehow, so that's good. All right, go ahead and just try to take this zone at the very least and hold them off. I should be able to at the very least hold my own for a little bit. Unfortunately, we do die there. I think we're just all kind of feeding a little bit too much. It is a warm-up match, so I'm fine with that. First match of the day, so I don't really mind losing here, but do need to get my bearings fairly quickly if we're going to try to win this. There's the Dreadringer. We can't really do anything at range here because we don't have any range with our main weapon at the very least, so we will just have to be leveraging our sub weapon. This is also a very slosher favored map, so we need to be careful there too, because we do have 2 sloshers as well, but I want to say the sloshing machine doesn't take as much advantage of the map as the other weapons do. I'm just trying to stay alive here and be annoying. It's the best thing I can do. I'm gonna try to actually attack there. I might die here. I'm not fine with that. I mean, it could have went worse. I could have just not gotten a kill. Go ahead and get that out. I'm way too close to them to actually safely push forward though, so we still need to be careful. And yeah, just kind of keep chucking these. Since their weapons are decently fast at firing, they're not gonna have too hard of a time with the torpedoes, but it is still something they have to shoot at. So I'm just going to work on painting our zone here while our teammates maybe get something going. It's not really happening too easily though. All right, I think I want to start moving in now. Stay alive. Really just want to move around here, make sure I have plenty of space to move. Unfortunately, did not aim correctly there. Probably could have rolled a torpedo to do damage there too, and maybe could have gotten at the very least a trade. Yeah, I really can't do much. That's where the accuracy of the weapon is also just kind of stinging, because you can't reliably hit stuff either. Even if you are pretty close to them, it's going to be missing consistently, and unfortunately we lost 2 people there. I don't see us winning this. Again, we're just having too much trouble to actually do anything, so I'm just going to try to play evasively here. Unfortunately, yeah, I really can't do much at range there. Until we get a teammate in to help us, there's not really much we can do to actually fight there. So unfortunate loss, but again, it's a warm-up match. I don't really consider that to be too sad there. All right, match number 2, we have double foil flings, not even the missile variant, so that'll be interesting. Probably lots of screens going up this match. Do want to go ahead and just try to take this. They are being fairly aggressive, so I need to be prepared to move backwards or whatever. I do see this guy trying to climb, so I'm just going to throw a torpedo out, maybe hit him. Not really sure where he went. I guess he's over there. Okay. He's moving around fairly quickly, so we do need to be careful. He seems to be wanting to do the Splatana stuff where you get in a weird crevice and just start attacking, so we need to be careful about that. There's 96. I'm just gonna poke him with our torpedoes because the fire rate is fairly slow on that weapon, and just kind of keep paint going down. I do believe someone's over there, so maybe help them out. All right, go ahead and throw a torpedo, and I'm gonna back up to maybe a better position to help in this little push they're doing. All right, stay alive. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay down here and support with torpedoes. Try to be annoying the best way I can. I don't want to fight the Splatana. Yeah, he's gonna try to fight me, so I need to be careful. All right, weird situation I'm in, but hopefully I can do this correctly. All right, torpedo there. That way I can tell if he's hiding behind the corner. He was not, so we were able to move away pretty quickly. Try to take zone here. I still want to be careful. Try to get some location with the wave breaker too. I do believe their ultra stamp is going out, so we need to be careful about that as well. Since our weapon is so short range, we can't really shoot at it as it's running at us as easily as something like a splatter shot would be able to. Lost the lead there, but we do take a trade there, which is nice. And there's 2 people of our team on the field and only 1 of theirs, so that's nice as well. They do have squid beacons though, so they're going to be getting in fairly quickly. I want to be on ground so I can move pretty quickly. I do have 1 main of swim speed, so we're going to try to leverage that as much as we can. All right, good job. I might want to actually start moving forward too and painting for our team around here. Not really sure where their junior went. I guess he's just running back up to our platform. I'm okay. I guess he's not gonna pay attention to me. All right, wait for that to go off. Gonna go ahead and throw our wave breaker back away from the torpedo. We actually got the shot on it, so that's good. All right, just get away, get away, get away. Gonna hide down here. I'm gonna try to actually maybe maneuver here. Never mind. We all died, so that's not good. All right, he's down. Go ahead and throw a torpedo out. There's Splatoon trying to do something funny here. I might be able to close distance here. Yeah, he's not aiming terribly well. It is, again, nice that we have that swim speed so we can move fairly quickly. I'm just gonna try to take their zone. What is that? That's the 96, so be careful. I don't want to fight them together though. Thankfully, our friend actually took the one guy out, so torpedoing right now at range. That way I don't risk losing my life here, so I can actually defend if that needs to happen. Granted, again, we're not the best at actually using our main weapon because our main weapon is a bit tough to actually fight with, but still. All right, I do believe that's the 96. We need to be careful because that can end badly for us. Again, if I'm the only one up, I just need to stay alive and not die. All right, he's down. Unfortunately, I just did not back away from the brush in time. Should have just went back to from where I came. That way we would have been able to let our teammates help us out. Yeah, unfortunately the brush is just going to be a pain because we can't really do anything to it. They don't have to aim like we do, and even then their weapon is at the very least accurate compared to ours. And since we don't outrange them, which is usually how you deal with a brush, you're gonna struggle against them. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna actually work out. Again, we just had a lot of trouble actually getting our feet in, which is, it's just gonna be a struggle. I'm not terribly good at playing these shorter range support weapons that, you know, can't also fight. The best thing you can do is move around, but this map isn't a lot of space that you can just move around with. It is very vertically oriented, so you can't just move. You've got to have a plan for that because you're going to get yourself cornered if you don't. We also just did have a lot of support weapons on the team. Our only real slayer was the bucket, which can't really do much on its own if it is just by itself. So yeah. All right, match number 3. We're going to be heavily on paint duty this match, especially considering our other weapons aren't the best at painting. Yeah, we have an explosher, but other than that, the other weapons are going to struggle a bit. I'm very surprised that actually got us pretty quickly there. We're going to try to maybe be a little bit more quiet and focus on what we're doing, like we did last time. All right, we are in control this time, so that's pretty good. Need to be careful about the E-leader. I was trying to move around, but I guess it didn't matter there. Actually, did not need to jump there, so little unfortunate. We all just did kind of die once again. I can't really change my jump direction as soon as everyone dies, unfortunately, so just needed to look at the situation on the battlefield a little better. right, we got a wipeout. Hey, we're actually doing fairly well. Maybe I just need to not talk as much. We'll actually try to set up here with our wave breaker. That way we can at the very least do something. The Splatana did not go after me, actually. He went after the wave breaker. So I actually get to live another day. And all we have to do now is just hold this and we should take the win fairly quickly. Okay, well, that wasn't really much of a match. Our teammates really did a lot of work. Again, once we can do our job and just paint, our teammates can really do a good job of just slaying. So it wasn't very difficult once our teammates got in and actually started playing better than we were. All right, match number 4. Hopefully we can do something similar to last time and maybe not focus on talking as much. Once again, we are on Flounder, so it's just going to be tough to get in. We're going to maybe try to copy what their Junior is doing. If he chases, I'm going to actually catch him on the drop. He's not dropping though, so we can actually move forward here. Actually, he's jumping out, so that's pretty nice. All right, we're going to watch our map, try to set up here. Their charger is over that way, so I'm just going to poke him with torpedoes. Try to annoy him that way. I do believe I hear bombs going off in some direction. Not really sure where though. All right, there's Zuka. Zuka has actually been nerfed. A little bit more startup lag on the shot, which is very nice. We still got killed to it, but that was just because I believe we got hit by a wave breaker. Another thing to note is that Squeezer was actually nerfed to making the shots a little bit slower, I believe, so that's nice as well. I'm gonna maybe hopefully not get sniped by that Zuka. That was very scary. Went right over our heads. I thought he was dead for some reason. That was my bad for not looking up at the top of the map. Everyone just kind of ran away from the Zuka, which made me think that he was dead, but he was not. They were just playing away from the Zuka. There go the strikes. Again, I'm just gonna try to keep poking their charger, annoy them that way at the very least. That way they can't just kind of do things to us. All right, there's actually someone over here. I can't really fight this that easily, so be careful. All right, well, we will die to the Squeezer, but at the very least, hopefully stall a little bit of time for our teammates to get back in before they completely take control of the map. Again, not really much of interest is happening. We're all just dying over and over again. I don't see much I can do since the wave breaker just does not have range on it. Maybe if you could throw it a little further, but it really just was not a fun match. All right, match number 5. We are not playing very well today, are we? Very midline team on the enemy side, which I know is obvious. Not having the best commentary today, am I? Gonna maybe try to go in with my teammate here. Maybe that's the problem we're having. He actually jumps. I don't think he jumped out though. May have jumped to a teammate. So we're gonna wait here, see if we can't get a clean shot in here. Oh, I hit him with something, but that really doesn't mean much with a Junior. You're still having to deal 3 other shots. So I'm gonna throw a torpedo up there. We've already lost 2 people, so we do need to be careful. I think I'm just gonna stay down here. We're gonna try to use this terrain to our advantage and make sure they can't just surprise us. And wait for a teammate to get in. Stay alive, just back up. Never mind, I did not expect the roller to throw a curling bomb. All right, if I stay alive here, that's great. Even if not, I'm fine taking the trade there. A little unfortunate it had to happen, but I am playing a little bit too aggressive here. All right, maybe we can get something rolling off of this. Hopefully our teammates can get in before the enemies respawn. All right, we'll unfortunately take the trade again. We will lose our charge for our wave breaker. Again, I apologize for not commentating much, but if something's gonna happen, I've got to be quiet. All right, we'll take another trade with the roller. That's happening a little bit too often. Another trade with the roller. We finally take the lead, thankfully. Hopefully we can now just defend and make sure we can keep the lead before the match ends. There's not too long left. So as long as we don't keep trading with the roller, or losing to the roller even, we should be good. I don't think he expected me to pop up there. We are in control. All we have to do now is just hold it, which should be fine. I should be able to outpaint a 96 scale. If a junior can't outpaint a 96 scale, then something's going wrong, and we will finally take our second win. All right, match number 6. Hopefully we can pull out another win here. We're gonna maybe try to play this a little slower and focus on painting support. I've been trying to focus a little bit too much on using our kit to be annoying, and while we can still do that while painting, I think we really just want to be the piece that kind of keeps the map painted in our favor. I'm gonna keep throwing torpedoes. This is a point where I don't want to move forward because it is a Mahi, but now I can kind of just start painting again as I move backwards. Yeah, once we slowed down and actually started doing our job, the match is going much better. So hopefully we can keep this going. Actually get a kill with torpedo, so that's nice. Get an assist on that. I do not know. Okay, that is the carbon. Good job, roller. Or not roller, charger. I'm just gonna, oh, hello. He can actually get an easy tap shot kill on me. I did not register the torpedo actually killing me. I was like, maybe that can kill me. Didn't think about it fast enough, and we did lose to it, unfortunately. Yeah, our teammates are just doing a really good job. Again, the only thing I'm particularly focusing on is just painting. We're getting a lot of kills in the process because the enemy is just running out of space. So even if I do die, the fact that our teammates are just really hard carrying us is really nice. I don't really have a lot of information on where the rest of the enemy team is at. So hopefully we can maybe stall the crab here. That's the scariest thing. As long as we can keep that in control, we'll take our third win. There we go. All right. There we go. There's 3 wins with the Custom Splattershot Jr. I think you can tell I do not use this kit very often at all. Normally I will just use the regular Splattershot kit because splat bombs are very nice to just kind of keep people at bay. This one's a little bit more defenseless, especially when people get close to you, so it's going to struggle in that regard. However, you did see once I actually started playing the weapon correctly in the final match, it actually, went fairly well because we weren't trying to slay or do anything like that. Our kills were just coming to us naturally. Either way, hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider leaving a comment below and maybe even consider subscribing. Until next time, bye.